Hello there, my name is Matthew Thomas, and I'm here to talk about 10 common interface bloopers, interface design bloopers, and how to avoid them in your own software. Let's see how many of them I can get through in 5 minutes. It would help if the next button worked. Number 1, don't give your software a silly name. This is because first impressions count, and your name is the name of your software is the very first impression that many users will get of you. Now, as a very crude, broad generalization, there are good names, there are weird names, and then there are awful names. Now, you can hate me later for that. If you have a weird name, you can overcome this with a huge marketing budget and make it sound cool. If you have an awful name, no amount of marketing is going to help you. So take some time at the start of your project to think up a good name and try and make it related to what your software actually does. You can even do this if the project's been around for a while. These ones were all renames or forks of existing projects with worse names. Number 2, don't neglect the initial experience. This is what empathy looks like when you start it up for the first time. It's not very exciting or inspiring. I'm not even sure what I'm supposed to do here. Pigeon's a little bit better, but not much. Gwibber, not helpful by default. Same GNOME, not helpful by default. Seahorse, a good example. It needs a bit of work, but they've got the right idea. Anki, again, they have the right idea. Way to test this, use a GIS session, start up your program. It's as if it started up for the first time. Aim to delight people who have never used the program before and who have never heard of it before. Number 3, don't size a window to be unhelpful by default. This is Pitavy when you start it up for the first time, 1024 by 768 screen, and this is the amount of space they've devoted to showing the video. Not really very helpful. Again, CD-DVD creator. It's got some nice instructions there, but you can only read part of them. Again, use a GIS session to start up as if it started up for the first time. And for every element on the screen, think, does it make sense at this size? Number 4, don't make your software netbook hostile. It's no secret that a lot of the computers being sold with GNOME on them nowadays are netbooks. And when you buy a netbook with cash money and you take it home and you start up the email program, you don't want to see something like this. Click the forward button. What forward button? Similarly, when you try to use your photo management program, you don't want to see something like this. Where's the rest of the window? So this is really easy to test. Just switch to 800 by 600, try your program. If you need help shrinking your windows down so that they fit, ask me. I am literally here all week. Number 5. Don't repeat a Windows title. I don't know why this happens. It happens very often in GNOME software. We see things like this. Title 3 times in the same window. Progress windows, this is Ubuntu specific, but again, titled twice in the same window. If you're repeating words or phrases in the interface, you're probably not doing the right design. Number 6, don't show useless error messages. Now, I know it's really easy to make fun of error messages, but surely we can do better than this. This one at least makes an attempt to tell you what to do, but it's so many words and so badly laid out that you're probably not going to read them.
And you have to select the text, so you have to type it again.
Exactly. And KDE, well, KDE is full of these. And your message should tell you what went wrong, why it went wrong, and how I can fix it, preferably by clicking a button. And recompiling the program is not a good suggestion. Number 7, get your spacing right. I think that, I don't know why this happens. I think it might be a problem with the design of Glade. But very often when I'm asked to review interfaces, I see something like this. All sorts of silly little alignment and spacing problems.
1 minute.
So, this is AbiWord, similar problem. The HIG has a section on spacing. Please read it. Please follow it. Number 8, get your punctuation right. By punctuation, I'm mostly referring to quotation marks. These are not quote marks unless you're writing source code. These are not quote marks unless you're writing a text document. These are quote marks. Please use them in the interface. Same with apostrophes. This is not an apostrophe. This is an apostrophe. Number 9, don't ignore enter and escape. I get really, really annoyed. Maybe this is just me, but whenever I go into something like this is in GIMP, and I try to resize, I set a new size for the image, and I press enter, and nothing happens because enter is not hooked up to the resize button. It's very simple. Escape is for the cancel button, enter is for the main action button. If there are any GTK developers here, please fix this in the stock buttons. It would make life so much easier for everyone. And number 10, don't lie. Don't offer to import settings when there's nothing to import. And there was one other example I had there, but get help from a copy editor, get help from a designer. This is more difficult to fix than the other kinds, because these are the kinds of mistakes that nobody does on purpose. So you might need to do some user testing. Celeste and Paul is going to give a talk in a few minutes about user testing, and I'll be giving a talk about it on Wednesday. Thank you.